After getting manipulated like that, I think we need to make a lifetime special. What is up, everybody? How you doing today? Welcome into the stream. Good evening, Bernard. Hello, JB. How we doing? How we doing? So, Bitcoin has lost a daily level. That's unfortunate. Daily candle close below it. We are nowhere close to being oversold. We did reset the stochastic. That's fine. But if the whales want to, they could shove us right down. So let's keep that in mind for tomorrow. But we do still have this uptrend that we're working off of. If we lose the uptrend, now we do have options for downside. So that's something to keep in mind. Oh, I'm drinking. Yes, we played a lot. Okay. Love you. Okay. There you go. Alrighty. Alright, so I personally feel like we got manipulated down today because if we look at the 1 hour stochastic, that thing did not have a chance to reset all day. It was just dragging its nuts on the ground. But if we are to continue to the downside, I would be looking for this level at 102.357. Yeah, 102.357 if we do roll over and continue our descent. So we do have the options expiration tomorrow where the bears could do something really nasty. If we could stay above this level at 105.571 or 85, whatever this level is, if we could stay above that, that would be phenomenal. Let's go into lower time frames. So checking out our 4 hour. 4 hour, we are deep in that bearish control zone, but absolutely amazing how we came up slightly to get this much further down. So we can say there's a distinct downtrend that we want to break, and that is this right here. So we could consolidate all the way out until June 2nd. So we could just go sideways. It's a possibility. Or we could keep falling, one or the other. But looking at our 1 hour time frame, now the 1 hour is the part that's scaring me because like, this was literally all day. We were down low, and we flatlined right here. This is where we flatlined on our stochastic. We got oversold right here, barely got out of the oversold territory, and went even lower. So this is why I do believe there was a hint of manipulation today, because we have been catching normal bounces. Today was the different day. Today they chose violence over anything else. Checking out our 15-minute. Now our 15-minute is looking a bit scary simply because we do have this wonderful level. So let's get rid of this real quick. And we do have this wonderful level right now that is acting as resistance. So right here is the level. We could even bring it down a little bit lower. We're getting nowhere close to it. Nowhere close to it. Actually, if we look at this, we have from here to here to here. We are maintaining a downtrend right now. And for those of you looking to try and trade off this thing, technically speaking, you could. A little bit risky after the pullback we had all day, but right now, since we do have lower lows, consecutive lower lows, you do have a lot of bullish divergence. You will be looking for a higher low. However, there's a possibility we come all the way down to 103.437. It's a possibility. Not a guarantee, just a possibility. Just something to keep in mind if we do not break to the upside and break through this little box. So, yeah, Bitcoin has its work cut out for it, especially with the futures expirations. We're going to have to see what happens. Checking out the liquidation heat map. So on 24 hours, you can see all of the longs have been devastated. We have a ton of shorts that are in play right now. So, of course, that does leave the door wide open for short squeezes. But the longs got absolutely wrecked today. And that's partially why you end up seeing such long wicks to the downside. Oh my. They went after the $367 million. That's insanity. Those candles look like they're rounding, about to go down. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, looks kind of rough out there. Tons of liquidity to the upside. But if you're just looking at technicals, yikes. Thing that could save you is like the 5 minute or something. 5 minutes doing you no favors at all. Damn. All right, 5 minutes, not really doing you any favors. Did you make a higher high? You did not. Double top. We technically could try and put in a trade for this. Let's check out the 1 minute. Maybe the 1 minute's helping us out. You know what? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. We haven't put in an... Oh, we did. Damn. I guess we'll just wait and see. Just wait and see. You know, hopefully it doesn't get that bad. But if you are trying to trade this thing, first off, a little scary. A little scary. But you could see this thing fall anywhere between 1.82 to a possible 2.45% to the downside. Kind of insane if that does happen. Kind of insane. We have an area that could hold us up. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Based off your 1 minute time frame, you do have an area that could act as support. So this is kind of cool. You got this right here. So hopefully you don't fall below that. But yeah, 1 minute doesn't look that bad. 5 minute, it looks kind of rough. What's the 3 minute? 3 minute, doesn't look that bad. You're above the 200. You know, it's a start. You might see this thing break to the upside. You just might. I don't know. We got a new 4-hour candle coming in soon, and then we can make our decisions. Can I look at Perpy, please? Rumor from the community is it will be listed on Kraken in the near future. Okay. Kraken doesn't really give it that pump effect. Bitmart is better than Kraken when it comes to getting pumped up, but yeah, we'll check it out. Sorry to say, it's just not that great of an exchange. Not that much trading volume on it. It's kind of sad, honestly. But yeah, we'll check it out. Hopefully we get a higher low. Hopefully. But with this high stochastic on the 1 hour, God, Bitcoin looking rough. All right, we're going to be looking at a few things today. So we're going to look at Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Sui, ADA, HBAR, FET, Doge. We're also going to be looking at NVIDIA, Apple, JP Morgan, PayPal, Airbnb, TER, and ST. I don't know, Grok told me these were some that we should look at going into Core PCE. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. So let's get into it. Checking out Ethereum next. I was checking this out because I think I might want to short this one. Looking at it on lower time frame. So on the 15 minute, we had this upswing that I saw on the 5 minute. Ethereum has a possibility of coming back down to 2,487 if it does not break out. It's already listed on Bitmart. Nice. Yeah, there's a possibility Ethereum has a nice little fall to the downside if it cannot break this downtrend, which I don't think tonight's the night to break a downtrend, but you never know. Either way, this could fall 5.5%. That's kind of nice. Not gonna lie, that's kind of nice. It's set up perfectly right now. If you were interested in taking your shorts, you get a stop loss right above this 2,669, and it should land pretty well. You know what? Actually, I think I'm gonna jump in this trade. I think I'm gonna do it. Because we do have a lower high right now. I like the lower highs. The fact that it's a lower high makes me excited. So we're gonna do this one live. We're going to do this one live because it's at a great spot. We're going to go, you know what, fuck it. We're going 50x. Going 50x. Short it. If it starts pumping, we're getting wrecked. But if it doesn't, we're winning. Alright, so we are in a 50x short on Ethereum. Currently in there like swimwear. We're currently in the positive. We will be checking in on this one. Liquidation price 2676. Yikes. Alright, 2676. I wish I could get it up here. Too bad. I'm gonna put it real tight though. Real tight, because I don't want to be caught off guard here. So right here. 2648. 2648 stop loss. God damn it. I don't know what buy DeFi did, but they made it really hard to put in stop losses on the website. So now I got to go on my phone to put in stop losses. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. 2648. All right, possibility of losing 29, basically 30%, or we could be gaining. 2487. We're gonna go 2488. 2488, or we could gain 274%. Let's see what happens. There we go. We're in the trade. Stop losses are done. We're good. Hopefully that lets you guys know what I want out of this trade. Hopefully that was explanation enough. And in reality, all I really need this thing to do is just keep this intact. Just this right here. Just keep going down. I don't care if you keep popping up here and stuff. Just keep falling. That's all I care about. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So next up we have XRP. I'm actually really interested to see how low this thing got today. So looking at it on the oh my god, that's a wick. Holy. Alright, we lost our box. That's kind of a problem, but we were expecting downside ever since we lost our uptrend. Still, strong possibility. Strong possibility. No pumpkin? No, because it's members only right now. There was a way I could have put in like a passcode for pumpkin. I just don't think we have the viewership yet for that. $1.99 super chat. What is up? How you doing? Listen on Mexi Zeus. We will check out Zeus. Zeus. Z-E-U-S. Thank you so much for the super chat, Gold Mike. I appreciate you. Right now, XRP, it's looking a little rough. That daily hidden bearish divergence looks to be starting to play out. So there is a possibility if the market can't figure it out, we could see XRP starting to make that little trip down to 58 cents. We're going to see what happens, but you're not really that bearish until you break below 209. Currently, you're getting a very strong wick to the upside. There's a lot of buying pressure off of this wick, so XRP Army still alive, still has some vigor. Hopefully, as soon as the month changes, things can get a lot better. But if not, well, we can see a lot of downside, and you can capitalize on this. Because if you got in this short, when I first mentioned that hidden bearish divergence, you'd be in the green right now. By a lot. Never financial advice, though. Alrighty. So, let's move on. Noted, I got all my calls wrong yesterday because I didn't realize Bitcoin was going to just devastate the market. Which also, yeah, that kind of confuses me. The news that came out, it was like everything that the stock market could want, and they sold it off. So I was like, was this a sell the news event? I don't know. I don't know. Absolutely insane. Next up, we have Sol. Alright, Solana losing that uptrend. Not good. Not good, Solana. So maybe you get a bounce back up. Maybe you hit 172. That's a big maybe. We're looking for shorts now. Plain and simple. We are looking to short this ass. And needless to say, first target I'm going to have for this bad boy, it's going to be right about hither. So, Solana, I do believe you're probably going to get down here to 146 eventually, if the market continues doing what it's doing. But breaking an uptrend is a really big deal. So, let's go downtrend. Now we short. We put our shorts on and enjoy the summer. Alright, moving on from Solana, we got Sui. So, checking out Sui. Sui losing its uptrend. So I did ended up answering this inside of the Discord earlier today. I could see this thing falling about a 12% drop, but at the time of me doing that request, it was sitting on the uptrend. Now on the 4-hour, we just got a bearish cross. Now this is looking exactly like a bearish backtest of the 200. So let's go downtrend. We will ride you all the way into Valhalla. No big deal. No big deal. So yeah, let's just see what happens. Let's see if we can get down here to this 315 level. And from there, we will adjust and go from there. We'll see. We'll see. But we are losing levels. Noted. Noted. Keep this in mind. It's the chart that looks bearish. The indicators look highly bullish. They look really bullish. So this is why I definitely say manipulation is probably happening right now with options expirations. And it's looking like the bears have a chance at winning this battle. We'll see if the bulls decide to fight back. Because if they do, this will be a false bearish breakdown. And we might see SUI run all the way up to $5.70. Possibility. But as of right now, bears seem to have some pretty good control over the market. And bulls need to step up. Plain simple. Need to step up, or we need some rate cuts. I don't know. I think also when Core PCE data comes out in the morning, the market, it literally could shift in the exact opposite direction. If we get great data after what Jerome Powell said today, then the market might start factoring in a rate cut sooner, and that could start lifting the market. So let's all pray and hope Core PCE is coming in lower than expected. All right, moving on. We got ADA. ADA. Yikes. All right, we're looking for that 10% downside to play out. I guess this one was a little bit easier to see, but yeah, we're falling. We're falling. 65.58 is your target right now. We're going to see what happens. Going to see what happens. We could dump all night. All night. H-bar is next. So checking out H-bar, Hedera hash graph. Looks like measured move played out and then some. But we do have that bigger measured move. 15.697 could be coming. We have to lose 16.961 first. But our target's down here. 15.697. What did Powell say? Missed it. So Jay Powell, basically, he had a meeting with Donald Trump today, and in his meeting, he told Trump rate cuts will solely be dependent on incoming data. That is all it was. So now everybody's like, oh crap, this Core PCE data is a really big deal. And it panicked markets because the Core PCE, this reading should have the tariffs in it. And if the tariffs are in it, it should see an increase, not a decrease. So if there is a resurgence of inflation, that could cause Powell to be a lot more hawkish and cause a lot more problems. So yeah, that's basically what it is. Next up, we have FET, which I got destroyed on this trade. I'll tell you what, I took profits on it, but man, it was going up so nicely yesterday. I took profits probably right around here, but I was like, damn, I gave back so much. And it just kept falling. So, yeah, we are now bearish on it, which kind of a shame, but you know what? Should have seen the writing on the wall with the lower highs. And either way, we do have a measured move to the downside. We could see this thing go down pretty deep. So, could be down here at 671. It's a possibility if the market continues to be bearish. However, I would expect it to bounce and come back up, trying to get a formal back test before trying to jump into this short. So yeah. Anyways, the target right here we're going to be looking for is all the way down there. Another 18.9% downside if we stay bearish. So Core PCE data could change this, and we could start blasting to the moon tomorrow. I don't know. Considering I saw like all the great news that popped up. Oh, no more tariffs. Oh, and the I don't know, lowest housing sales in forever and all this other stuff. I was like, what? NVDA, great earnings. Yeah, no. Wall Street was like, we can sell this. Okay, Wall Street. All right, y'all do you. Next up, we have Doge. Dogecoin. Doge got hammered. I was looking for upside. It was holding support so well. Bullish pattern, everything. I mean, now there's an argument that like, oh, well, maybe it's just a back test. I'm not really in that ballpark. You still have a longer term uptrend that can hold you up. It's just, it is a meme coin. So, got to be a little careful on this one. This one could go a lot further down than anyone thinks. And I would honestly be aiming at this 14 cent level. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully we hold on to 18,048. That would be nice, but we're going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see. But yeah, market just showing its weakness right now, which is not great. Now, let's go ahead and check out the big boys, NVDA, which great earnings call, showing there's tons of demand for their product. It was pulling back after hours, I believe, but also we had red candles. We gapped up on the new day, red candles on the day, pulling back all day. So that was a thing. That's great. Now there's an argument for bearish divergence. Maybe it gets a 50% retrace. Maybe it touches its trend line. I don't really know right now. But if somehow, some way you can stay above 132, I'm still going to be aiming at this 217. Who knows? Maybe we just get super bullish at the start of the new month. Let's go ahead and take a moment, check in on the ETH trade. ETH trade, we are currently up 11%, 10% on this 50x short. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Alrighty, moving on. We have Apple. So AAPL. Apple Inc. Apple's not looking so hot right now. Apple not looking so hot. This did not happen. We pulled back, but we are holding support. So this is good. It's just, ever since you lost that uptrend, yikes. Yikes. Let's go ahead and look at this a little bit differently now. Apple getting shafted. Getting shafted. Oh, we have this level here. We got this little level of chop right about here. This little level is a level we want to stay above, and we didn't. We bearishly backtested it twice, fell down. Now we have this other level at 196.99 that we need to hold. Let's check the weekly real quick. I mean, your weekly looks okay. Just looks like you're consolidating. You could have picked anything to short, and you would make money right now. Yeah, but I'm going with the bigger things. I'm going with the bigger things because those ones are the ones dictating where the market goes right now. These alts, there's no telling what they're going to do. Bitcoin could sneeze in the upward direction. They might fly up 10%. That, I just personally feel like the risk would be too high. Just personally. I think shorting Ethereum, since it's been so strong lately, I think that's a good bet. I think it's a good bet. And currently it's paying. So that's what I care about. All I want is my payday and get out. That's it. But Bitcoin's catching bids right now, so obviously it's going to cause the whole market to start acting a little weird. It's going to act a little weird, man. But you can see how this area on the weekly was acting as support, broke through, now it's acting as resistance. This is not a good sign. Not a good sign. We could see a lot more downside out of Apple. We just kind of have to wait and see. Why can I see myself? Okay, let's move this over right here. I don't want to see myself. Did this thing get smaller? Okay, maybe that was the problem. That was the problem. Jeez. I don't like seeing myself. Alrighty. So, if this downtrend continues, Apple's in a lot of trouble. I don't think it's going to. I do think you're going to stay held up by this longer term uptrend. However, if these tariffs end up taking hold once again, we could see a little oopsie doopsie and see a lot of downside for Apple. I mean, like a lot of downside. I wouldn't expect this unless we are officially in a recession. And if we are officially in a recession, yeah, it would make a lot of sense for this thing to come down to 118. But that would be a 39% drop. I think a lot of people would be scared. To be fair, Bitcoin should go after the shorts now. That's true, it should. But with options expirations and considering the crazy amount in which the bulls have been buying up lately, I think the bears have a strong case for selling off. So Apple has these two, this whole area here. If it does start falling, it could come all the way down here. 118 to 103 is an opportunity. Sup, Porky? Can we look at D-Wave and that one? Sure. D-Wave and LTRY. Got you covered. Next up, we have JP Morgan. JPM. I don't know why we need to be looking at JP Morgan Chase, but Grok told me to. Why did they look so darn strong and now they look so darn weak? All right, grade A shorting opportunity here based off the weekly time frame. Let's check it out on the daily. Actually, your weekly, yeah, you could start falling. Holy moly. Your daily is looking a little better, though. I wonder what is happening over at JP Morgan. What are you guys doing over there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, if we are starting a new downtrend, this could get interesting. So, if you cannot break to the upside, I would be looking for, first off, 190. That would be my first target, 190. Second target, if things get really, really bad, 141. However, if we do get a breakout, because let's just say the Fed cuts rates, we could see 343. Very interesting for JP Morgan Chase. You're very high up in the bullish control zone. I'm interested to see what happens. I would like to see just like a 50% retrace and then it start running, but then again, also, I don't like Jamie Dimon, so his company can burn for all I care. I just know that's people's livelihood, and that would be terrible. But also, screw Jamie Dimon. Screw him. I'm not a fan. Anyways, if we do hold support up here, I would be looking for a lot more upside. We're going to have to wait and see. JPM's done. Let's go ahead and check out PayPal. Why? Okay. Why does my brain work like that? A positive, higher high. This is good. This is great. So now we're just looking for that 50% retrace and possible move to the upside. We do have this level right down here that is acting, or could be acting as a support. So I would like to see the price come back down here to 66.83. If we get that, PayPal could have an opportunity of greatness. Getting back up to 85.16 if that holds. I'd be looking for that 65.03 to possibly 63.89. So possibility after it pulls back to get a nice run to the upside. Does not look bad in my eyes. Does not look bad. Oh, looking like Ethereum starting to catch some bids. Uh-oh. My trade might be in danger. Airbnb. I thought they went bankrupt. I guess I'm wrong. But let's go ahead and check out the weekly. They've been downtrending this whole time. Well, that's neat. You also put in a lower high? Oh, no. Do you have hidden bearish divergence to make me really happy? No, you don't. So I guess technically it's consolidation. That lower low, though. What is this whipsaw action? It's like a falling broadening wedge. What are we doing? Looks like ETH is catching a lot more bids than I would expect. Not a fan of that. Not a fan. Anyways, we're going to have to go check in on that pretty soon. Going to the daily. Daily does not look bad. You got your higher high, and you are trying to hold a level of support. Sitting around 121.54. If this thing can stay bullish, you might just go test that supply line. Holy. All right. Airbnb. There's opportunity here of 28% upside. Head and shoulder? I don't know. I don't look for those. Ever. I literally never look for those. If I see them, awesome. I never look for those. Just in all my time, personally, I end up seeing something that invalidates the actual head and shoulders, and then people are just like clinging to it for dear life, and I'm like, I just don't look for it. My bad in the past. Oh, it's all good. Good evening, Jake. How you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, next up, TER. I don't think I've ever looked at this. Trident. I don't know. I was thinking about HP Morgan. HP Morgan. What's that? All right, Bitcoin is trying to push its way up. It's helping Ethereum go up, which I'm not a fan of because I'm shorting it. But let's go into the weekly. That was a drop. That was quite the drop. You even cleared this low. Kind of looks like a liquidity grab, considering that was your lowest price since, or lowest strength since all the way back here. I guess that's pretty bullish in itself. That's cool. Oh, let's see what level you need to get back above, though. Right here. You're back above it already. Okay. And then right here would make a lot of sense to get back above. Alrighty. You got some work to do here, buddy. I guess as soon as you made that lower high, everyone knew. But seems like a fake out. God, how mean. How mean. Ugh. I wish it looked better. This kind of looks awful. Need to break out of that downtrend. However, nice part, you are in like a symmetrical triangle. So this could go up, could go down. It's one or the other. The trend is your friend, though, and if the market is still looking a little bearish, this could go a lot lower. Could go a lot lower. So downside option would be looking like this. A 31% drop to 53.50 is possible. Now the upside move, if you do break to the upside, could look like this, going up to 106. We actually have no idea when you hit symmetrical triangles. So we have to wait for the breakout and the back test for the confirmation, and then we can make a good educated decision. As of right now, though, considering you have had such a sharp drop, I'm thinking a bearish back test on your 200 daily, it would make a lot of sense, but we'll see what the market does. So I'm leaning toward the 28% upside. That's what I'm leaning toward. Alrighty. ST is the last one. Sensata Technologies Holdings. I don't know what this is either. No clue what this is, but Grok told me to check it out, and I would be looking for shorts. That's really what I'd be looking for, because you can see this level. You had support, it then became resistance. You're coming back up to it, having trouble touching it. If we lower it down a little bit, you barely touched it. But you are resetting your stochastic while trying to hit into it again, so there is a possibility of that beautiful 618 golden retrace, which could be coming because it looks like you broke out of a downtrend. Yep, you broke out of a downtrend, putting in a higher low. So right now you are just aiming at a 618 golden retrace, possibly getting to 32.77. If you can break this box, absolutely beautiful. If you don't, you're going to have a bad time. Okay? Have a bad time. Possible 22% upside. Possible 22% upside. We'll see what happens after that. Alright, let's get into your guys' requests. We got Perpy first. Perpy. That was the wrong exchange. Alright, Perpy. Buddy. How sideways can we go? That is wild. Did you get a wick? No, just it's sideways. I got nothing new for you. You're still consolidating between two levels. If you lose 6890, you could find yourself at 05104. If you happen to break above, well, you could get up to 19161. The fact that it is just locked in there. No real telling what it's going to do. Your daily is super neutral. Checking out your 4 hour. 4 hours curving up in the worst type of way. You might be falling. You might get that 31% downside. That's not good. You don't want to reset while downtrending. Oh, God. Oh, no. Yeah, that looks really bad on the 4 hour. Let's check out your 1 hour. And your 1 hour is not helping you one bit. I would be wagering that 31% downside. I guess now we're looking at 29% downside. We're going to have to wait and see what happens, but it does not look bullish at the moment based off the indicators. Based off breaking out of a downtrend, super bullish. But it is a meme coin. They go off meme coin physics. They don't have to follow any rules. All right, next up we have D-Wave. So QBTS, Quantum, got it. QBTS, let's go out. I mean, what? I don't know what more you want from me here, dog. Just, it partied. It went crazy. We called it, too. It did it. It's pulling back now. We'll see where it stops. I got nothing for you right now. Maybe you get a 50% retrace. Maybe you come all the way back down to this like 1155 level where you did have resistance before you shot out of there. But if you were in D-Wave long ago when we looked at it, well, you got your gains. Enjoy them. Go buy yourself a Happy Meal, maybe a carton of eggs and a gallon of gas. It did good. It did good, kid. All right. We're going to move on from D-Wave. Let's go ahead and check out LTRY. Lottery.com, where even you can pay into other people's taxes. Lottery.com, it has done nothing since we looked at it last, tried to break out, but technically speaking, we're still looking for that $3.52 level to, I don't know, come into play one day. You're still overbought on the daily. You could come back down to 140 again. Let's check your weekly. On your weekly, you're curving up. It's trying its best not to be terrible. But yeah, after a straight line up, I mean, consolidation's cool. You just got to reset your indicators. You're bullishly consolidating technically because you're not just pulling back hard. And then you have an entire level right here that could catch you even if you come down further. So I'm still looking at that 100% upside move. It's going to take some time. Considering this crazy green candle up, I have no idea how long it could take. No clue. Yeah. All right. So that's all the requests. Let's go ahead and get back to Ethereum. Let's see what is going on in here. Getting into that 5-minute time. 5 minutes reset already. I should be nervous. This is a bad time, Cotton. This is a bad time. This thing could start rallying any second now. Let's see if we continue on our trajectory to the downside. Oh, man, oh, man. Currently on the trade, we are up 20%, 60 whole dollars. This is fantastic. I can buy myself an energy drink and call myself Kyle for the day. Let's go, baby. Maybe even some Little Caesars pizza. Alrighty. How's everyone's day going? What do you guys think the Core PCE data is going to come out like? What are your thoughts? What's your social? What's your credit score? What do we got going on here? I'll leave that there. Alright, so the 5 minute looking pretty much like it wants to bounce. 1 minute, what are we doing here? 1 minute. Oh, you got oversold. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So a nice thing that I have here on the 1 minute is I can create a new downtrend that I really want to hold, and that's this right here. So we're getting an acceleration to the downside, which gives me a little more, confidence in the downside move. What would help out a lot is if we did not get this bullish cross, because now that 200 could act as support. Let's check out our 15 minute. Our 15 minute is not convinced on these lower time frames, so this could just keep on falling all night long. However, getting a higher low, also a strong possibility. Strong possibility. because we do have this level that was acting as support. We could come down here, touch it again as support. So that's something I do have to keep in mind. And probably something I should mark out. Did you say rate cuts are more likely if PCE goes up or down? If it goes down. So the core PCE data needs to be good in order for Powell to even consider rate cuts right now. Otherwise, we're looking at maybe the earliest would be September. That's a big time maybe too. Big time maybe. So this box down here is what I'm focused on. If we hold support here, then I need to get out of my short because we could go up in a very big way. And I don't want any part of that. If we break out of this downtrend, also should get out of my trade because we can go up in a very big way. We also have a level right there. Son of a bitch. So what I want right now is to not use this as support. I want to break through it, use it as resistance, just to confirm we're going to continue going down. Currently, it's acting as support. So that's not great for my trade. Fantastic for the holder. Oh, that's looking terrible. What I need now is for the 1 minute to just wreck everyone's dreams. Just make them all sad. Dump that S. Dump it. Fantastic. Only up 16%. Ugh. I don't want to be in this trade all night. So I might even prefer if it just comes down here and it stops. Because then I can close it out. I can get a good night's rest. I can wake up early. Because that core PCE data for me comes out at 5:30 a.m. I have to be at the gym by 6. I'm going to have to be awake at 5 so I can shower, take a dump, hydrate a little bit, look at my computer screen, and actually process what's going on. So it's like, oh man, I got to get up early. You know, I was looking at something. Apparently there's a lot of people out there. They only go poop like once every 3 days. I don't understand how they survive. I think if Powell doesn't cut rates again, Trump may have a meltdown and start with the fire Powell agenda again. I'm okay with that. I think Powell should have cut rates like 3 meetings ago. The fact that he's waiting for something to absolutely derail and break, it's like, dude, stop it. But the data, stop it. As soon as they mentioned we had the largest gig economy in American history, I was like, oh, sounds like a lot of people don't qualify for unemployment. And now Jerome Powell, well, we need to see unemployment go up. Oh, hold on. Whoa. A lot of people, they can't qualify for unemployment because they were working gigs like Uber. They weren't paying into unemployment. Like, damn it. Trust me, I understand some people live in affluent areas and they're like, people are buying all the time. What are you talking about? You gotta get out of your bubble. Go into some place that like isn't as nice off and go into a department store. It's probably empty. And the shelves are probably empty too because there's a lot of theft. But oh man, we're into the paint drying section of the stream. This is rough. Now that the price is not moving. Let's go ahead and check back in on Bitcoin. What is it doing? It's trying to catch bids too. Trying to catch bids also. Man, oh man. Yeah, but if Trump gets rid of this tariff BS, the rate cuts wouldn't matter so much. Sort of would. The whole point of the tariffs is to bring manufacturing back to America. That's literally the entire point. So yeah, it's like, and then the rate cuts would actually speed up the process of bringing manufacturing back to America, because you'd have companies getting easier lending so they could actually build out their factories. Like the fact that there was, what was it, Nike or something? They don't have a plant in America. They literally said, we cannot manufacture here. I think it was Nike. Maybe it was another one, or Adidas. But they were like, yeah, we have no capability of manufacturing in America. It's like, and you're an American company? What? It's really bad. There's been 3 houses in your neighborhood on the market for almost a month. Wow. That's actually crazy because you're in a desirable area. Even Whole Foods and pavilions were pretty empty today. Yeah, that does happen. That does happen. What up with Shane? I don't know what that is. What's Moonshane? I guess we can go check it out. Moonshane. I have no idea what you're asking for. Is it Moonchain? Is this it? MXC? You gotta start dropping the tickers, man. I have no idea what I'm looking for. I need the tickers. Machine Exchange? Okay, it's not that. Moon Chain. There it is. Is it Moon Chain? No, you couldn't have messed that up. We are in alt season. What do y'all think? No. No. Not even close. Not even close. Moon Chain. Okay. So it is this thing. It went up a lot. Yeah, that's all I got for you. It was in the gutter, and then it went up a lot. Somebody is deciding they want liquidity. I think Bitcoin dominance needs to come down. Of course it needs to come down. But we also need most of these alts to get out of their 99% retracements. Like, yeah, real alt season comes like in 2 waves. First wave, they recover. Second wave, they hit new all-time highs. This entire bull run, the brand new alts had an alt season, but that's about it. Like, all the older legacy alts, yeah, no, they're getting wrecked. They are toast. You're hitting a lot of weekly overhead resistance right now for Moonchain. It's up like crazy. On this week, what? Fuck. Okay, on this week, you're up 423%. I wouldn't touch this thing with a 10-foot pole. All it's done is gone down. That's all it's done. So now there's somebody trying to get you to buy it. That's what that candle is. One candle, they're trying to get you to buy. That's all it is. So until you come back down, set a higher low, see actual accumulation, don't touch this thing. It's a waste of your time. All it's going to bring you is heartbreak. We're several months away from an alt season. I mean, heck, alt season might not even come till next year. Most alts set lower highs on their weekly time frames, and that's what I point out all the time. It's like, dang, this thing could consolidate till next year. It's like, I'm being serious when I say that. It could consolidate for another year. So we might not see those crazy pumps out of the alts, at least any of the older ones, until next year. Which also, I do think the economy is going to be better next year. It's just, we got to get there first. Yeah, cool movement. It's just, until you see a reaccumulation, you see a pullback, you see anything, you can't do anything with this. This is kind of a big old waste of time to even look at it. Just, hey, good job, the 3 people who believed in this thing down here when nobody was looking at it. Just trying to be optimistic while you kill the buzz. It's just realistic, man. Just realistic. Currently for the alts, it is a trader's market. Traders are cleaning up on the alts. They're like, what are you talking about? There's so much volatility in this crazy short range. This is alt season. And then you have people who just buy and hold, and they're like, when's alt season? No, it's a trader's market right now for the alts. Institutions are pushing up Bitcoin and Ethereum and some of the American-based cryptos. Outside of that, we just don't have that institutional interest. And the retail investors, there just aren't high enough numbers of them. So once we get more numbers of them who actually care about anything that's a small cap, well, it's just gonna take some time. And that's why I've been saying for months on end, I can't wait till I get that random guy from high school who used to like smell his own farts and pick his boogers and wipe them on walls, talking about, bro, this meme coin, it's gonna change your life. I'll be like, alt season's here. Great, awesome, love it. We're just gonna call him like Johnny. Be like, oh, hey Johnny, what's up? Been a while. Have you heard of cat sniffing butt? What? What are you talking about? This meme coin, honestly, gonna turn you into a millionaire, bro. Thanks for the financial advice. I buy and hold and don't have unrealistic expectations. Smart move, Bernard. Smart move. Because as soon as you listen to any of those unrealistic expectations, it just brings despair. How much is Ethereum up from April? It's a good question. I don't know. Let's find out. April. So we'll say from this low, that's the beginning of April where the rally started. So currently Ethereum is up substantially. At this moment in time, 88%. Beautiful rally. But it does look like the 200 daily is giving it a real run for its money. So I'm thinking we're going to get a nice little pullback sometime in the near term, depending on tomorrow morning. Little pullback, no big deal. But, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing, man. Oh, this 5-minute time frame is really doing me dirty here. Doing me dirty. Now, the trade is in danger. If it breaks out, trade is in danger. Oh no, we're holding a level. Oh no. We break this level, or we break this downtrend, I'm going to be a little nervous. I'm not even going to lie. I'll be a little nervous. Uh-oh, we're breaking it. No. We could be going up. Oh no. There goes the gains. Let's check our 1 minute is pushing, bouncing off the 200. Son of a bitch. See, this is what I was not wanting right now. Because of the bullish cross, bullish back test, and move to the upside. Didn't want that. Because now there is an argument for Ethereum to do this right here. And get a move all the way up to 2671. The argument is there. It is a possibility at this moment. So I gotta see, is this a false breakout? And it's gonna go back down? Am I safe? Or are we just gonna have despair? That's how alt season starts. That's how it used to start. Alright, we're getting out of the trade. We're getting too much strength. Too bad. Too bad. So sad. Oh, too bad. We tried. Now I gotta wait. But yeah, that's how it used to start with Ethereum. This time around, Ethereum had a great run up. But once again, we can look at things like Kava. Just a for instance, we'll look at Kava. Currently trading at 40 cents. Let's go out to our daily. Let's just see what Kava's been doing for the last 2 years. Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. You know what? What usually happens when Ethereum rallies? Their DEXs, they do a great job. 1 inch. Let's see what 1 inch has done since April. Let's check it out. Since April, it has, oh, it's done nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. So the institutions are buying Ethereum. They are not interacting with the platform. They're not doing a damn thing else. They're only buying Ethereum. So since April, right here, since April, that's your movement. A bearish backtest. That April. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. All you got to do is zoom out on these alts, and it's like, oh, when alt season? When recovery? Like, how about that? Uniswap, it performed way better, but Uniswap's now layer one. Let's see how Uniswap has done. Uniswap has done way better. So let's find out. You had back here. Oh, this is last year. Okay, April, right here. That's horrible. That's actually horrible. Pepe used to run with Ethereum, but now it runs with Bitcoin. Yeah, it's a really weird dynamic that's happening. So since it rally started in May, it started a month after Ethereum. Holy crap. It was still falling in April. Uniswap. As of right now, you managed to go up 34% since April. Well, yeah, it's like, so these things used to rally really hard whenever Ethereum went because retail investors were dictating the price action. So when retail sees Ethereum going, they don't just look at Ethereum, they look at the ecosystem. So Ethereum moves a little bit, then everything catches up. And it's like, okay, cool. But now, totally different dynamic, totally different rules. It's just not the same game. So everybody's wondering when alt season, and it's like, brother, we're down bad. Just when recovery. Like, that's all we want is a recovery. It trickles down the risk curve. I mean, sort of, but if that's the case, then we know we have been risk off for the last 3 years or 2 years. What was this? 2000. Okay, this is 24. So we were risk on, like, as soon as Trump got elected. Boom. This is the Trump election right here. Like, how crazy is that? That was optimism. That was things are gonna be better, and then reality. We in OT? But yeah, so when I show you charts like that, like, you can see why I say it's a trader's market. Like, the bread and butter is going to be your 5 to 7% trade setups, and you can make a very good sum. The thing that traders never understand is, like, why is that thing going up 50% 3 days in a row? What the heck is that? They never get it. So it's like, oh, it can just keep running like that? Yeah, it can. I don't like this. But now the traders love it. What's up, Rich? How you doing today? Emergency like button alert. Current likes are like my girlfriend, non-existent. Wow, that's rough. 27 viewing, no likes. Ugh. We're just getting slammed out here. Getting slammed. Oh, are we setting up a lower high? Oh, hold on. I might be able to get into another trade. I took very little profits on that ETH trade. Very little profits. If I can get into another, screw it. We're gonna get into a random other coin. What are we thinking? Virtual? God, that thing ruined me. I had a stop loss like sitting right here. Doink. Like, oh, okay. Never mind about that. Are we bearishly backtesting? Oh no. I think it's risky to get into a trade overnight, though. Just any trade, whether it be long or short. Interesting. Very interesting. Solana, very interesting. Are you going to hold this thing down? It could. Solana could get pooped on, but noted, if Ethereum starts going down, this one's going to get absolutely destroyed. And it already lost its uptrend. Oh boy. Oh boy. You're not reset while trying to hold support. Ugh. A little too oversold though. Are we going to catch bids Bitcoin? Should I just be trading Bitcoin right now? Probably should just be trading Bitcoin. Oh, Chop City. Chop City. I don't think we can get into any other trades tonight, guys. I am disappointing everyone with this one. Nice higher low. Nice reset of the 5 minute. Are you going to make a lower high? Are you going to bring joy to everyone? Did you break out? Oh, it broke out. I guess we don't play with this one because we don't actually know where it's going. Or do we? Or do we? Actually, this looks nice. If we get a lower high right here, I'm going to like this one. I'm going to actually like this one. Ethereum's starting to go positive right now. Already out of the trade, if anybody didn't pay attention when I closed out of that one. Bitcoin up 0.39%. Aave, very interesting here, brother. Very, very interesting. Hold up. What? Hidden bearish divergence on the 5 minute? Should I be linking this up right here? Hold on. Is this the confirmation I'm looking for? I could short Aave. That's a risky move, though. Shorting Aave is actually really hard. I don't know why, but it'll be way more bullish than most things, and it's frustrating. However, I do feel pretty good about the other day. I was mentioning, like, Aave looked weird, and I think Rich was asking about this one. Aave definitely looked weird on the daily. I'm going to say we called the pullback. We weren't exact because it did wick out of there, but we started pulling back. We're still aiming at 226. So Aave is just working on its way down. Got this giant section right here. Oh no. I do like this setup. Your stochastic's not supposed to be this high as you're hitting a resistance. It's not supposed to be that high. What's the percentage down? Oh shit. It might take me straight down there. Are we gonna have like a morning dump session? Is that what we're planning on? That's an 8% drop. I kind of like that. What's our 15 looking like? 15's breaking out, so this might not work out for us. Damn. Too bad. Oh, that's because Ethereum and Bitcoin are pushing up. Of course, Aave is going to do well. All right. If you guys haven't noticed, I am deeply searching for shorts right now. But I can't find anything. So I guess all in all, we're waiting on data, waiting to see what happens tomorrow, especially with options expirations. ETH broke out, did it? Broke out of that smaller one. Still needs to break out of a couple other areas, but waiting to see what it does. So you can see there's this whole box right here. Still bearish on Ethereum. It's just I'm not willing to test it out with 50x leverage right now because it could rally all night. Just go after all the shorts. Could do it. And I don't want to ride that ride. Really don't. Really don't. Yeah, guys. All in all, we're just waiting for news to drop, waiting to see what the market makers want to do. We're gonna find out very early in the day tomorrow what they want. The demand line is what I was referring to. Okay. All right. I got a bunch of lines on this thing. But if we break out of this, we're going to be looking for like a 618 golden retrace from here to here. I still think it's going to drop. That's just my personal bias. But Asia can pump it up all night first. That's fine. But yeah, everybody, I guess I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to get to bed early-ish. Hopefully you guys come back for tomorrow. Should be an exciting day in the markets tomorrow. I look forward to seeing how everything pans out when the data drops. Hopefully you all get a good night's rest. Hopefully you do. But yeah, I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks for the follow, the Chubster. Appreciate you. Come back tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm taking all requests from all viewers. So definitely come back tomorrow. I'm live both on YouTube and on Twitch. But tonight was the members and subscribers only night. So members and subscribers, I do greatly appreciate you guys. You guys do help me come back each and every day. Wasn't for you guys, who knows? I'd probably be super part-time, twice a week or something. Anyways, y'all, I'm going to get on out of here. I do appreciate you. Catch you later. Deuces. Keep those stop losses tight. And all that other good stuff. I believe it's going to be very volatile. Very, very volatile. Alright, anyways, I'll catch you later. Peace. Can we get to 20 likes, chat? Would be amazing. Would be amazing.